Struggled with how to write an abstract, and I wanted to go over what I would look for. This is an abstract for an APA paper, um, for an academic abstract. Basically, the purpose of the abstract, what it is two things. Number one, it gives a summary of your paper. It's informative. It makes it clear. Usually, a concise summary of the research. There'll be some keywords. What the job of the abstract is to convince readers that this paper is where they need to get their quotes from. This is where they need to get it. So you want to have anything really important in your paper in your abstract so people can quickly find it. Navigational. So most research papers are written in the IMRID format, IMRD, Introduction, Methods, Results, and Discussion. Um, and that's how your abstract usually is done. The first couple of sentences are about your introduction. Your next couple of sentences are about methods, and then results, and then discussions. That's the structure. For essays like that we're doing in class, we'll talk about that in a second. That kind of the structure changes. So I think the structure here for you guys should be for these first three papers that you're writing on, that's not your research paper, you need to give background. You need to give the introduction to the research topic and its relevance. Methods. You can talk about what was collected, how you collected the information, how you collected or what was done. Results. What happened, what did you find is generally what results are, and the discussion or conclusion is what those results mean. Now, for your essays and your papers, you need to explain the results of, so for example, for the narrative paper or for the analytical papers, you need to explain what it all means for the reader. What happened and how did it change things? All right. And then you need to have the conclusion is what does it mean altogether in the grand scheme of things. Too many of you have just basically summarized this, like for a narrative. You'll just tell us, you'll retell the story, and I don't want that. I want it to be a meta-analysis of the essay. Summary, a meta-summary. So what questions are you being done? You can talk about that. What are your key findings? What was special about your research, or what was special about what happened that makes your experience stand out? And the implications. This is a sexy word, and I love it. The implications of what does it all mean? This is where you can really shine and show critical thinking analysis. All right? Which is the critical thinking and critical analysis separates you from A to a B. I'll put it that way. Formatting requirements. Font, Times New Roman, usually 12 point, double space, generally limited to 150 to 250 words. Different publications have different rules. Some will go all the way up to 500. No indent. The first sentence is not indented. There's also only usually one paragraph. And the word itself, abstract, the title is bold and centered. All right, not different size. Bold and centered. So, some strategies for writing an effective abstract. Write it last. It should be the last thing you write. Be specific. Use precise terminology to describe it. Focus on the key points. You want to make sure that people go, ooh, I want to read this one. And use keywords. I don't really want to discuss keywords too much, but usually there'll be like a line underneath the abstract with keywords, and you'll put in like the 5 to 7 words that if someone put into Google, you would want them to use to find your paper. Another way of writing an abstract, if you are going to use ChatGPT to write your abstract, make sure that your prompt optimization is strong. Make sure your prompt game is strong. What you should do is, I would like you to write an academic APA styled summary abstract of this paper, focusing on findings, key points, and keywords. I would also like you to highlight any keywords that you think should be used for search engine optimization, SEO. And you put that into ChatGPT after you put your paper, and it should give you a better abstract. Too many of you are like, write an abstract for this paper, and it's not going to do a good job. It's just going to summarize it, because in its head, that's what it should be doing. You need to stress that it's for an academic research paper using APA 7 style and all of these things. The more details you do in your prompt, the better. Don't use overly expressive jargon. Don't use terms that no one really understands, that you have made up. Don't use words that you think everyone should know. Don't be too long. Don't bore the reader. Uh, the introduction should set the stage, not reveal the findings. So the introduction is this aims to. What was done was this. What we found was this. What does it mean? And of course, no contractions. Key takeaways: you want it clear and concise, very simple, very engaging manner. I would avoid complex sentences. I would use mostly simple and compound in this section. You want it to be informative, and you want to be strategic so that people are searching the internet will find your paper and really want to read yours. All right. If you have any more questions about how to do a better job with an abstract, by all means, message me, set up an appointment. We can talk. Be well. Thank you.